Welcome in. I am the CryptoBullGod. And in today's video, what we're going to do is just provide a quick status update on the market for the ladies. And we're going to do that by just looking at a few Bitcoin charts, Ethereum charts, keeping it very high level, very simple. And I'm just going to give you an indication in terms of where I see the market going overall. So with that being said, before we get into this quick update, just a quick disclosure that none of what I'm sharing is financial advice. I am very simply put looking to educate, help, and spread sound technical analysis to the community to help others in making informed decisions. When making your own personal financial decisions regarding what to sell, when to buy, ultimately that ownership falls on you. My hope, however, is that you can utilize what I share as another data point in helping you to think through what may be best for your own personal approach. So with that being said, before we get into things, please give me a follow on Twitter. I'm right here at CryptoBullGod. I'm also located on Tradingview. My apologies, I have not been as active on Tradingview lately. I've been posting all these charts on Twitter. And also, as far as the video is concerned, please leave a comment, anything. I don't care what it is. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. Doing that helps with the algorithm on YouTube so that we're spreading sound, non-hype, technical analysis throughout the community. So with that being said, let's get into the charts. The first key chart I want to update everybody on is the Bitcoin dominance chart, okay? I have indicated to look for key levels here in terms of indicating whether or not a true alt season is going to begin. I said look at Ethereum and look at the Bitcoin dominance chart. I'm not going to rehash a lot of what I said in prior videos. If you would like to see some of the prior videos regarding some of the commentary that I have, I will provide a link within the description. So this first key area here around 61% we revisited. I would ignore this wick here. This is a weekly chart, by the way. I would ignore this wick. This is just some volatility. I said, first off, look for candle body closes before this upward ascending line here. We have not broken through yet. And then once the true level here is around 57%, once this 57% breaks, look out, because your altcoins are going to run massively hard. So be prepared for that. Let's jump into we're going to take a look at the 12-hour chart. I've looked at the 12-hour chart several times in prior videos. It is a view that I really place a lot of emphasis on because I value it. If you go back in time, it really historically is very accurate in terms of where the market's at. And I've kind of touched on that in prior videos. So here, what I pointed to, I was very early in pointing this out. This here is a descending triangle. It's still valid. It's still a valid chart pattern, okay? What I'm showing here, this is when Elon Musk had tweeted about Bitcoin. You can see it was sort of a head fake, okay? We did not sustain levels up here around 36,000, 37,000. We came quickly down. This is still a valid descending triangle. There's no reason that Bitcoin can't consolidate in here for the next week, week and a half, and then plummet, okay? This green box is an area I would look out for. This is right around this 12-hour simple moving average, or the 12-hour 200 weekly simple moving average. I apologize, not really, but I'm very amped up because Ethereum just broke 1,500 today. We'll get to that in a moment. Sorry, a little hyper. So anyway, that being said, I would watch this region. This region is anywhere between 25 to 22,500. 25, we'll say 25 to 23,000. I would watch this area if the descending triangle breaks out. But here's an alternative valid view. Not only do we have a potential descending triangle in the 12-hour, again, very valid view. Everything that I have shown here is very valid. There's nothing invalid about this chart pattern. But the awesome thing about technical analysis is as long as your patterns are valid the way you're drawing them, as long as I'm not taking this and taking this line and drawing it right through these candle bodies, which would be invalid, the way I have this drawn here, this is a pennant, and this is a bull flag. There is a potential that Bitcoin could be consolidating within a pennant and will break out at this target approximately at $60,000. I know it sounds crazy, but this is another valid pattern within the 12-hour same view here. So there is a potential that Bitcoin is consolidating and will break out to $60,000 this month. That is very possible. Let's go to the weekly view. I have pointed to the NVT. The NVT is still red. What this tells me is that I don't have any immediate concerns that prices are going to break down. Okay, this is one indicator I pointed to in a prior video. It's still red. This is telling me I don't have anything to be concerned about right now. That's all I wanted to point out there. Quick update on this weekly view. I have pointed out the simple moving average, the simple 21 moving average, and the exponential moving average, EMA, 21 EMA. This region here, if we were to break down, would be a key area to look for. Okay, I have the green box here. Again, this level, depending where these moving averages are at next week and beyond, this is really anywhere between 25,000 and as low as maybe, I'll say like 21,000. Okay, so there's no reason that if we don't begin to see signals of the chart breaking down that we couldn't entertain areas within this region. Bitcoin likes to do what most people think it will not do, right? Go back in time. Did anyone think when we were up here at 13,000 we'd go down to 3,000? I didn't see any calls on Twitter about that. So just keep it in mind. Again, I'm considering all of it. If you've watched my videos, I would encourage you to watch some of my past videos if you haven't. It's not about looking at one chart or one indicator. You are making a determination, a hypothesis upon where you think price is going based on several different charts, okay? And the indicators within those charts. We're not looking at the indicators. We're keeping it very simple in this case and just looking at the price patterns within the candlesticks, okay? So I looked at the 12-hour. I looked at the weekly with the NVT, and then I looked at this weekly pattern here. I mean, this is a very, right now we look very bullish. We're not even hitting the 10 EMA. So right now, the only reason that I personally have pause for concern at the moment is we have a potential descending triangle. This NVT's been red forever. Historically, it does like to turn white, and historically, we do like to revisit these key moving averages. So it's just something to keep in mind. Now, something I had tweeted about, the last Bitcoin chart we're going to look at before we very quickly go to Ethereum. I had tweeted out, if you haven't followed me on Twitter, hey, by the way, I am CryptoBullGod on Twitter. The one thing I had tweeted about was a key level around $23,000. Well, why did I say that? Let's bring it all together, all the points of confluence. This is a 2-week chart. Every candlestick is 2 weeks. I showed this on the prior video. This is a log growth curve. I indicated that once we get up into this region, we tend to struggle with it. Okay, this is the middle band here within this log growth curve. Historically, this is all we can do. We can make informed decisions based on past historical data. Historically, when we've struggled with this middle band here, middle line, we have come down to this blue line, okay, this blue moving average line, and this is the 10 simple moving average on a 2-week log growth chart. Guess what? This line right now, which will be valid for the next 2 weeks, this candle just printed, so this is from the beginning of February to the middle of February. This line is sitting right at 23,900, okay? So we have this line that it historically likes, if we break down, it historically likes to touch this level, 23,900. I just spoke to this box in here. You know, we have a box in there, 25 to 21 or 22,000, all right? And then if we come over here to a potential descending triangle, if we were to break down, it's right around 24 to 23,000. So 23,000 is looking, could be a little higher, could be a little lower, but 23,000, if we were to break down, looks like a sweet spot. Did want to stress something. If we do break down, okay, it's going to be short-lived. We're not talking about price breaking down to 23,000 and then staying there for a long period of time. That shit will get bought up real quick. So something to keep in mind, all right? Let's jump over to the Ethereum chart. Let's start with a bearish case to begin things, okay? There is a potential, if we again look at the 12-hour chart here, there is a potential rising wedge, all right? And I've already pointed out this very bullish cup and handle here. And if this is a cup and handle, we haven't formed a handle at all yet, okay? Now, if you go back in time, Ethereum as well on the weekly chart here, we do like to entertain levels around the same, EMA levels, the moving average levels. So the simple 21 EMA, wow, that was good. The simple 21 moving average and the exponential 21 moving average, all right? So I've kind of highlighted that in a green box, depending how price moves out into the future here in the next few weeks. We haven't formed that handle, but this is a potential rising wedge. I want to make everyone aware of that. If we were to fall down, I've shown the approximate target here with the red arrow. I think historically we have liked to entertain, again, this 200 moving average. That's what this is. This 200 moving average on the 12-hour chart. I think we could hit anywhere between 1,000 all the way down to 800 or the upper 700s. This is a possibility. This is not me telling you what's going to happen. I'm drawing a valid chart pattern and I'm telling you, hey, this could happen, all right? But what do I think is most likely to happen? This is, in my opinion, what I think is most likely. We've just broken out of this ascending triangle. This blue line here, it's kind of hard to tell because I have fib extensions. This upward sloping blue line, this horizontal blue line, we have just broken out, okay? Now, it would not be uncommon to backtest this line. Don't be surprised if the price is down tomorrow. Not saying it will be, we could keep pushing up. But the price could be down tomorrow. We could retest around 1440. All right, don't be surprised by that. I think we're in this formation. I think Ethereum, if I had to take an educated guess, is going to hit some initial target up here around 1900 to this fib extension, this 1.618 fib extension of 2200, all right? Anywhere between 1900, 2200, 2300, somewhere around there. I think that's what we're destined to hit before we start to further consolidate. Now, what'll be interesting, and I've hit on all the Ethereum charts I wanted to show you. What'll be really interesting to see how it all plays out is whether this ends up being a descending triangle or a bull flag, meaning will Ethereum and the rest of alts continue to run as Bitcoin consolidates within this descending triangle, eventually does correct, drags alts down with it, recognizing alts have already gone pretty high, so then pulling back would still be at a level that's where we're at today or maybe even a little higher, right around the same level for some of the projects? Or is this bull flag playing out? It's a good question. Bitcoin has been doing a lot of things this cycle that it has not done in the prior cycle. I have indicated that as much as I want to see everything go parabolic, the only concern I have is that if we continue to increasingly go parabolic at heights that are exceeding what we saw before in such a condensed time frame, that the bull cycle will be shorter lived. Okay, to me, intuitively, that makes sense. That if the price continues to go parabolic in such a short period of time, there will be a massive pullback at some point at a lower price level for Bitcoin, and we're not going to hit, the $250,000 or $300,000 that some people have out there, including myself. I had a $250,000 price target originally. So we'll have to see how it all plays out. Either way, I'm bullish. I think the last thing I'll leave you with, I think it would be smart either way. If you're in this for the long term, which I hope you are, that's my outlook. I think if you have a certain percent of your money on the sidelines looking for buying opportunities, I think that's a smart call. If you have 100% in right now and you're all in crypto and saying, I don't care because this market's going much, much higher, I think that's smart as well. So it's all I'm looking to do is to help you make informed decisions regarding what might a logical price entry would be, so that you can best position yourself for the upcoming bull cycle. Now that Ethereum is breaking all-time highs, you really want to keep an eye on what's going on right now, okay? We were looking for Ethereum to break its all-time high, start going up towards 2,000, and we want to see this Bitcoin dominance drop really below 57%. Once that starts happening, your chain links, your Uniswaps, your Litecoins, even your Zcashes and Bitcoin cashes, all those things are going to start to run, okay? And even XRP. So just keep an eye out. That's all I have for now. So until the next time, spread awareness and carry the education forward. Thanks for tuning in, ladies.